Are you ready for intense fighter game action, perfectly executed combos, and brilliantly maneuvered air juggling? Well, you have come
to the wrong place, because I don't know how to do any of that shit. What we are gonna do is we're gonna press some of these buttons, we're gonna pull the triggers a couple times, probably a bunch of times in a row. Perhaps we might even press these bumpers. I'll swirl the thumbsticks around a couple times, and then maybe some good things will happen. Welcome everyone to Dragon Ball FighterZ, 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 however you're actually supposed to pronounce that. I'm sure there's some official ruling there, but I'm gonna go with FighterZ, because that's easier to say. Hope you guys are excited as I am for this game, because we're gonna be checking out the story mode a little bit here. I thought this would be really cool. I especially love all the voice actors that are actually in it for this game, so I'm really excited. I enjoyed the Dragon Ball series a lot. I've seen every episode, probably more than once, and pretty sad that Super is ending, so hopefully this game can fill a gap in my heart once that shit series is over. So let's check things out. Let's check that out. There's different arcs. I figured, to be honest, every single story mission would be about the same and just kind of a general order. Because, I mean, let's be real here. Fighting game stories are usually a little weird, but we'll see. You've somehow inhabited Goku's body, which is as confusing for you as it is for Bulma. Unfortunately, there's no time to investigate. Android 16 just showed up. I haven't looked into this game at all for the story so far, because I wanted to be pleasantly surprised by a bunch of things. I don't know if this takes place during the Cell arc, or if it assumes that it takes place after, or any of that kind of stuff. I know Super Saiyan Blue is in this game, and Beerus, so it must take place after, and then everyone was just wished back to life or recreated or something. Dragon Ball FighterZ. I mean Z. I mean FighterZ. Oh yeah, Goku Black is in this too, right? This is in the future timeline where everyone's dead. And there's evil clones. Oh, never forget the jacked Namek Dragon. Oh, this is Bay 21. I got this game for her. I mean, because I appreciate Dragon Ball and all of its characters. Is this just showing me the trailer? I already watched the trailer, but thanks. Okay, to be fair, Goten and Trunks just looked like they were sleeping. Wait a minute, are you stronger than me? Check out that sweet narration by me. My voice acting career will take off any minute now, I guarantee it. Is that me stronger than me? Oh, kill me!
Oh, good. You're coming around.
I've also seen every episode of Dragon Ball Abridged. I can't help myself.
I didn't expect you to conk out like that. Scared me half to death.
Where am I? I know who she is.
That. We are at my place, in the yard. Don't you remember? Keep it together, would you? Oh, gosh. You're not kidding, are you?
Nope.
Goku, please be kidding. Did you hit your head? Catch a cold? Tell me you at least know who you are.
This would also be a cool plotline if this took place at the beginning of Dragon Ball when Goku hit his head and became a good guy. If he hit his head again and became a bad guy. I assume there's probably a bunch of fan works about that. Also happy, Bulma has her super appearance. I mean, let's be real here.
Why, you're Goku, of course. And this charade's gone on long enough.
And Goku barely knows who he is half the time when he hasn't been hit around.
Here, the evidence. Look in the mirror.
I too also carry around hand mirrors. Who am I?
Judging from your reaction, you're not really him, are you?
That wouldn't be my first assumption.
Goku on the outside, that's for sure. Did you get amnesia?
This would be my response. I would assume they had amnesia rather than assuming they're just not the same person anymore.
Oh, I give up. You chose a great time to clock out, Goku.
There you are.
Now what? Who is it? Wait, you're... But how in the... Android 16? Is that you?
Nice bell effect for no reason. Still a man of few words, I see.
Cell destroyed you? How are you operational? Wait, did the Dragon Balls bring you back?
Dragon Balls can't bring him back because he's like not even part human or whatever. Wasn't that the excuse they gave? For whatever reason they kept 17 and 18 around?
What in the world could all this mean? I'm going to need some answers.
Why did 16 never come back? Is that the real reason?
Well, this is the part where you give me the answers. Ugh, remember when Cell smacked you around and I so graciously repaired you?
And then he crushed his head like a peanut anyway? Spoilers for Dragon
It was
Ball Z.
not me you repaired, but another 16.
What?
You who are linked to Goku. Come. There is much to be done.
Oh, is this not the same 16? Or do I just not remember him?
Should you decide to resist, I will force you to comply.
Goku, I don't know what's going on, but you better kick this imposter's bionic butt! Hold the phone. You know how to fight, right?
No?
Wrong! This is turning out to be a bad, bad day!
It's the tutorial fight. It's gonna tell me how to fight, and I'm just gonna press buttons anyway. Oh, please don't make me perform combos correctly to pass through the
Well,
game.
that body is Goku's. It's bound to be just as hardy. Do not worry. I will utilize less than lethal force. Your termination would be disadvantageous.
Watch out!
I don't think this guy could ever actually take Goku. Like, even remotely.
Goku!
Is this the part where everyone acts surprised that he's Super Saiyan?
Well then, your strength is congruent with my data, and I need not hold back.
Are you ready?
No. Your first battle, you're about to begin your first fight. Before you do, let's go over the various icons and gauges you'll need to understand for how battles work. I want to skip it, but I probably shouldn't. Health, I don't need that one. Key gauge, Jesus. Key gauge shows how much ki your character currently has. Every attack you successfully land on your opponent fills the gauge a bit. Use the ki you've stored up to unleash devastating attacks and really put the pressure on your enemy. Time remaining, don't care. Sparkling Blast icon. What a cool name. This icon lets you know whether or not you can use a Sparkling Blast, which temporarily powers up your fighter when used. You can learn more about the ins and outs of Sparkling Blast as you continue to play through the game. But first you'll need to master some basic actions. Main event. Enough words, it's time to let your fists do the talking. Okay.
You got this. Come on, let's go.
Look at that. I'm punching and stuff. Anyway, as I was saying, my favorite part of Dragon Ball is when everyone goes Super Saiyan, and then the enemy always acts like super surprised that he's just, oh my god, he's so much more powerful than he was 2 seconds ago. But I mean, you've seen him do that before already. So that's supposed to like,
Excellent work.
awkward. I was supposed to not beat the crap
One
out
more
of him.
time.
I was actually probably supposed to go through a tutorial. I just assumed we were supposed to fight things. You level up the characters in campaign? It's weird. A bunch of bad things happened apparently. What? How did we end up here? How did Bulma end up here?
Moments after the link, your strength has already matured.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
Salutations, Bulma. What exotic cuisines have you
Oh
prepared
hey,
for us today?
Spirits by the way.
Well, whatever it might possibly be, it had better be worth the trip. Oh, who's the bruiser? He's certainly not human from what I can tell.
Threat detected. Recommended course of action, abort. Goku, just know this. I will return.
We're not gonna destroy him, we're just gonna let him fly away.
So, he's gone? Just like that?
Just like that, huh?
We already said that.
Hey, you inside Goku. The jig is up. It's not possible to fool a god.
So, you mean to say he's not Goku after all?
My. This is intriguing.
Can I not talk? I am assuming it's supposed to be me and Goku now, right? Is the game doing one of those kind of things?
It is Goku, physically speaking, but his power is awfully weak.
Hey, Goku's still way more jacked than I am, so...
What's left over has someone else's power. If I were to put it simply, there is another person in his body.
He looks super worried, but to be honest, I wouldn't be that worried if I was in Goku's body, because I'd be in better shape, probably a little bit better looking, my hair would be cooler, he'd actually style it. I don't style mine. My hair's just all over the place.
No way! He's possessed? You hear me in there, you squatter? Get out, now! Goku's got his work cut out. He doesn't need to be playing host to you.
Bulma, please mind your temper. You see, this predicament isn't our poor friend's doing.
How'd you figure that one out?
Yoo-hoo, you in there, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
My favorite is when people, like, speak slower, like, that's gonna make you understand things better. Like, especially if you don't speak the same language and people start going, do you understand? No, I don't.
Goku is in there somewhere. Mind getting him for us? He's sleeping, of course, but since you share the same body, you should be able to wake him.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm you.
And where am I? That's odd. I can't move a muscle. Hey, what the heck is going on? Yo, do you know anything? It'd be real great if you could fill me in. What? Hold on. You're in control of my body?
See about that. Well, I didn't say anything, though.
Let me ask you, Whis. Do these waves appear to be acting strangely?
So you felt them too, Lord Beerus. Indeed, they seem to be man-made.
Waves? What waves?
Now there, you're telling me you can't feel that? How dense are you?
It's only gonna be waves that powerful fighters can feel, that we're gonna take control of at some point.
As dense as any other human. How rude are you?
Then you rang us up for another reason, I take it. Because I thought you were whining and dining us for info about these waves.
Wait a sec. That's right. I totally forgot. The world is in absolute peril.
It looks like just any other day in the Dragon Ball universe at this point.
First, Goku clones start popping up all around the world, making a mess. And if that wasn't enough, Frieza and Cell are back. It's utter chaos, I tell you.
To be fair, Frieza has always been back as long as Beerus has been around, so that's not really a huge surprise to him. Also, is anyone else gonna recap the story for me, or are we just gonna, like, figure things out side by side? Bulma's face. That's great.
Oh, how about, oh no, the Earth is doomed?
They absolutely nailed the art style for this game. It's so awesome. I love it.
But now that you're here, you can thrash him for us.
It really is none of my business, you know. Please go and get those tasty tidbits you prepared earlier.
Oh, great. We're on our own.
I mean, just say no, not unless you help me.
I must say, though, these waves do elicit some concern.
Use some bargaining, Bulma. Aren't you supposed to be smart?
What's this? Goku's energy just got a tad stronger.
Every arc ever.
It seems our new friend was able to get in touch with Goku. Hello? Goku? Are you able to move in there yet?
It's the funniest thing. I want to wake up, mostly because I'm super starving, but I just can't seem to do it. There's no exit here either.
That's me
And
every
smashing
morning,
my way
too.
out doesn't seem to be an option. Man, this is super weird. Am I dreaming or something?
I relate to this game on so many levels, man.
Since there's no response from Goku, it's safe to assume he can't move.
Huh? Wait, Whis, you can't hear me either? Hello?
This would be such a horrible fate if everyone around you, like, couldn't hear you or anything like that, and you were just kind of, like, stuck. Oh my god, I hate it.
But I can hear Whis just fine. Man, I'm in a bit of a pickle, aren't I?
Why can't I talk for Goku?
Perhaps these bothersome waves have something to do with Goku's current condition. I would surmise they are suppressing his power, forcing our Saiyan friend's consciousness into a state of hibernation.
I hope Whis is a DLC fighter for this game eventually. I know Android 21 is supposed to be. Jiren? Is also probably supposed to be one.
It's the only explanation.
Then other fighters with strong energy are likely experiencing the same results.
But how are you two able to bicker about food unaffected?
Because we're gods, which is the classic Dragon Ball Super explanation for everything.
Please, we're gods. To us, these kinds of waves are completely harmless.
Lucky me.
We need to come up with a solution, or Goku will be out to lunch indefinitely.
Then we better come up with one fast. Hold on.
I'm a scientist. I'll reverse the polarity of the waves or something.
The rest of the gang went out to scope the damage across the world. But if these waves affect the strong, then I guess that means...
I mean, you should still be able to contact Krillin, Yamcha, Tien, Master Roshi, right?
They got paralyzed along the way.
Or got body snatched like Goku did over here.
Oh, man!
Over the top anime reaction.
What are we gonna do? If everyone's knocked out, this is our greatest crisis yet, hands down!
Stopping those waves is our only chance at correcting this matter. Bulma, might you have an idea as to what's causing them?
I feel like we've already been over this, and I feel like the answer was no.
That's a toughie. But wait!
Oh, did you finally remember something?
Master Roshi should be a DLC character too.
Yeah. Why did 16 show up earlier?
Dude was dead.
He was also talking about someone being linked to Goku. I think there's a connection here. There's gotta be.
Also, yeah, if you haven't noticed yet, I'm using the English voice actors. There is the option to use the Japanese voice actors in this game, and I know a lot of people probably like them better, but since it's a fighting game, the one thing I can't stand in the Japanese sub, which I'm watching right now for Super, is for Goku and Gohan, every time they fight, they go, constantly. I can't deal with it. And so, considering this is a fighting game, I'm gonna pass on that one.
It's a lead. You might as well follow it and see where it leads you.
Right. Let's get to the bottom of this. Come on, guys. The rest of our crew needs to be saved as well. Can't do it alone, though. I'll need some muscle.
Just to reiterate, we're not helping, understand?
Why?
Aw, don't be so cold. I'll prepare a meal so good it'll blow your godly taste buds away.
Did I not make myself clear? We're not lifting a finger, lady. If you need help, you might get a better response by asking the soul inside Goku.
Huh?
He's got control of Goku's body, right? Well, then he can do the fighting for you.
There's no other choice, is there? Plus, you probably need to get back to your own body anyway.
Nope, I'd much rather have Goku's, but thanks for the offer.
Well, then it's settled. Welcome aboard.
I'm cutting them out of the video, but no, there are a lot of loading screens in this game. This is a map of the Dragon Ball world. Take control of the character you've linked with and bring an end to the chaos that's gripping the land. Move over a new space on the map and use one of your allotted turns. If you run out of turns, it's game over, so plan each of your moves wisely. Wait, what? This is a boss icon. Defeat this space's boss to advance the story. Make sure to defeat the boss characters before you run out of the remaining turns.
He ought to be in this area somewhere. Ah, there he is! Just as I thought he would be.
I don't understand. What?
I thought I sensed a power similar to mine, and it looks like I was right. Hello, me!
Hello, me.
What do you think? Looks just like me, huh? He even has my hair.
Has a little bit of the soulless eyes look to
I
him.
don't really know what's
1,000-yard
going on
stare
myself,
going on.
but I think this is what they call a clone. I hear there's a bunch more of these clone guys causing trouble all over the place. That's not good.
I like their shadow team look. Also, why would you ever invest the money in making clones of Krillin, Tien, and Nappa when you already had the ability to clone Vegeta, Frieza, and Cell? But a story, I guess.
And it's not just their looks that are the same. They use the same moves as the non-clones, too.
How do you know that?
This is the first time I've ever gone up against one myself. Feels kind of weird. Know what I mean? Guess I won't know if I can beat him until I fight him. Actually, I just had a thought. This might be some good training for me, since he uses all the same moves and everything. At any rate, let's take care of this guy. What do you say? Sound fun? Does to me.
Of course it does.
It's all or nothing.
That was an awful lot of cutscene talk for a
You really
fighting
blew me
game,
away
which,
there.
to be honest, I actually kind of enjoy.
On to the next one.
I'm really happy there's a lot of story to this game. Even if it's not good, I mean, some of the people online say this story is not good so far for the reviews I've read. But, I mean, I don't expect that much from a fighting game. It's just real cool to see the characters I enjoy in a different story. We did some kind of good combos there. I'm not really doing a lot of the tutorial stuff that the game's telling me to do, because these fights are probably super easy. Also, I like to learn things on my own in fighting games. And once we unlock the special moves, because apparently we don't get them at the beginning of the campaign yet anyway, then we can start actually learning stuff. But I don't need the tutorials that are like, press A a lot. I've played a fighting game before. I can do that. She looks really intense for not actually, like, directionally moving the plane.
Welcome back. I bet fighting another guy with Goku's face surprised you. There are loads of those clones all over the place now.
They seem pretty easy to dispatch, though, so it can't be that big of a deal.
Who knows when another one will attack? You better stay alert. Hear me, soul inside Goku? Oh, before I forget, there's some good news for the both of you.
Why can't I talk?
managed to analyze those mysterious waves and mod this plane to neutralize them. If everything goes according to plan, we should be able to free Goku's consciousness.
Why wouldn't you just press the button already? Why would you save it for the dramatic reveal?
Goku should be back soon. Well, we've got nothing to lose. Ha!
Then the soul inside Goku is gonna, like, get ripped and torn up. Me.
Hey, I'm back in the outside world. Awesome.
Sometimes the, like, facial animations are really funny. They just don't do anything, like this right here.
All right, it worked.
I still appreciate the art and animation for this game. It really seems like they nailed it. This game
Wait,
looks so cool.
Something's not right. My body, it feels all heavy and weak. I knew it. I'm as weak as a kitten. I won't be fighting like this, that's for sure. Man.
But I mean, I just went Super Saiyan apparently like 2 seconds ago, though.
The wave neutralizer still has some kinks. I guess it'll be a while until we can restore your strength.
Or maybe we could skip all that and use the Dragon Balls to fix this whole mess. You can do that, right, Bulma? You can do anything.
Apparently she can with the Deus Ex Machina of this plane and fixing the waves thing in about 3 minutes.
No can do. The Dragon Balls are stone, remember? They might as well be bowling balls.
Don't remember that.
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that.
What happened to Dende?
You forgot, huh? I guess you really are Goku.
Is Dende dead?
Anyway, Soul Inside Goku, were you listening? I trust you got all that. Until we can restore the real Goku's power, we're going to need you on battle duty. Okay, time for us to go find 16 and save our friends!
Hey, I feel something. It's faint, but is that someone's power? Yeah, it is. I'm sure of it. Krillin! We gotta save him!
But why? This is a rescue character space. Defeat the enemy on it to rescue an ally, allowing you to use them in combat. Up to 3 fighters can take part in the battle. This is a battle tutorial space. Here you'll have the opportunity to complete battle tutorials and practice the fundamentals of combat. Defeating enemies on the map might get you a skill or a KO bonus. Up to 3 skills can be equipped at once, all of which can power up your entire team with fighters. Thanks.
Are you ready?
Oh, there's no dialogue. We're actually just going right into the face. Into the face, into the battle, which is nice. How do I do any cool combos? Or do I not have them yet? Is the campaign really not gonna... Nope, I can still do Kamehameha. I can do the thing that never works in the end, where everyone just shoots a bunch of like key blasts at someone and it never does anything, and then the character walks through the smoke all dramatically, and then whoever fired the dozen key blasts goes like, I can't believe that didn't work.
Why won't you die? Prince, has this ever worked?
I love that even Tien's little eye show is still red. Got the sound effects nailed. Although I think every Dragon Ball game does that. Because it's not exactly hard to get the sounds down. But the same ones in the show. Charge your ki, just like in the show. That's awesome! That must be how you get new special attacks, right? How did I do that? X and A, huh? The fights are actually finally getting a little bit hard. I didn't perfect this one, which is nice. The question is, can I now do... Is that instant transmission? He used up one of my super meter things, and there's a lot left there. So I must be doing something. Let's try that again. That's how you do it, okay. So I do have an instant transmission ability, which is nice. I think I was messing around in the tutorial missions a little bit with Super Saiyan Blue, and he has an easy instant transmission combo, which is awesome. Because I bought the game early, which meant I get Super Saiyan Blue right away. Apparently you can't use him in the campaign, although if he's super weak, it kind of makes sense.
You got it. Come on,
Perform 2 standing guards. Time that with the opponent's attack. Wow, I did it! Holy crap. I'm normally really bad at blocks in fighting games, and I usually just go full offensive. And if the other person actually knows how to counter, then I've kind of already lost. It doesn't even really take a second to decide the loss. Because if the other person can counter the basic moves, then you can kind of pretty much as a good sell on me losing the fight. I always want to be good at fighting games. I watch some people do crazy stuff on videos online, and it's like, wow, I wish I could do that, but I just don't have the time to dedicate myself to a fighting game. Especially when I'm trying to do so many other videos on YouTube, and like switch between so many other games. But I definitely want to at least experience the story of this game. And then I'll also probably at least play some multiplayer a bit. I'll probably get thrashed, but maybe it's got ranked. So it can do me the solid of at least pairing me up against other bad people who just mash the buttons on the controller. I also love that the announcer for the guy in between fights, I believe, is the same voice actor who does the World Martial Arts tournaments in the series. That would be awesome if they got the same voice actor for that. Oh! I think I might have just had an epiphany on being able to do some air combos. That was a little baby junior one that I just did there, but we might be able to keep that up. I think it makes sense to me now.
It's Krillin! We found him!
No, he's dead again! Oh, just kidding, there he is.
Is that a clone?
Of Krillin? Why'd they waste their time?
No! It's going after Krillin! I've gotta save him!
Wait, how come normal Goku is outside of the ship? Did we just... Is there a little bit of an inconsistency there, or is it gonna just say that the plane emits waves, counter waves, outside of the ship?
Ready?
I guess it can do that.
Show me how strong you are! Good training
I
session!
did it.
Okay, on to the next
I
one!
already did that. I did it before it asked me to. Thanks, Goku. I'm being complimented by Goku. My childhood is now complete.
I can't take things for granted with you around. Okay, on to the next one.
Well, I kind of perfected Krillin a little bit before. I don't like that if it's gonna give me the tutorial, at least make it so the person has infinite health. Krillin is now playable. Dude's out like a light, though. Hello? Earth to Chrome Dome?
Oh, hey there, Goku. Huh? Krillin, you finally come round. I thought you were a goner.
Again.
Say, where are we? Is this Bulma's airplane? Last thing I remember is investigating the origin of the clones. Then I got all dizzy. Let's see. No, it's no good. I can't recall anything after that. So did you save me, Goku?
Yeah.
Thanks, Goku. You never let me down.
Except for that one time on Namek. Also, how come Krillin doesn't wear a blue undershirt like Goku does too?
No need to thank me, it's nothing. After all, whenever I'm in a pinch, who's the guy who's always there to throw me a sensu bean?
That's Krillin's worth. After dozens of years training martial arts under a strict master, competing in tournaments, he is now the guy that throws people sensu beans.
Well, sometimes I think I'd rather be the one eating them, though. So, who did this to me? I can't remember a thing.
A lot's gone on, Krillin, and not much of it good. Now, where to begin?
Probably from the beginning would be a
I
good
told
start.
you a lot happened.
Did you fill Krillin in on all the details before me? I still don't know what happened.
Yeah, I never would have imagined.
I would like to know before
Look,
Krillin.
I'm glad Android 16 is alive, but I just wish he wasn't our enemy. Anyway, I've decided. I want to help out, and I kind of want to find out what 16 was really up to. So I'm going to fight too, if that's okay with you, Goku.
Sure, fine by me.
You forgetting something?
Dismissed.
Haven't you guys, like, lost your power?
What power did Krillin have?
Oh yeah, I guess it must have slipped my mind.
I mean, if Krillin got depowered, I mean, he's probably kind of useless now.
I imagine a little more training might restore some of my power, but I would still be in no state to fight by myself.
Right? I mean, if we're going by super power scaling.
Huh? Wait a minute. So does this mean I can't fight either?
I might just have an idea, but we need that soul inside Goku to agree. What do you say? Do you think you can move from Goku over to Krillin?
What? So whatever's inside Goku is gonna link with me?
Krillin! Both of you, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Okay, now it's your turn. Try moving to Krillin.
You figured this would be the point where it, like, gives me the tutorial on how to swap characters mid-fight. Or at least mentions the button prompt, but it kind of didn't do that.
Whoa! So are you, like, out of my body now?
There's a stranger inside my body!
Wouldn't be the first time, am I right?
It worked! You changed who you're linked with! Now everybody can fight!
So, does that mean when Krillin's out there fighting, I have to just wait on the sidelines and not do anything?
You mean how every episode of the show works? When everyone fights the bad guy one-on-one, instead of just ganging up on them and winning?
If only one link can exist at a time.
But why are you
I
complaining?
guess so.
That's how you handle literally every fight.
But if we can get more people to join us, it'll relieve some of the strain on Goku.
Well, we can't just rely on Goku all the time. Now can we?
There was that one time Gohan did stuff. And there was the time Vegeta almost did stuff. Those were good times.
Guess, don't mind. It's not like I was really doing the fighting myself anyway. I'll just have to make do with some image training. That is until I get the chance to fight again.
Only you would think of that, Goku. Anyway, I guess we'll all have to work together from now on.
Okay, so we can throw Krillin on the team now. Did we get everyone? Oh, it doesn't look like we get everyone in the campaign, which kind of makes sense. I don't think both young and adult Gohan can exist in one campaign. It would kind of not make sense. But I think that is probably a pretty good stopping point for part 1 of this series. Tune in next time when we take on Cell finally, which will be really exciting to see him back. I hear he's got some sick burns on some people to check out. So hopefully you guys are tuning in next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can check out the links in the description below, where you can support me on patreon.com/QBuysStudios. Follow me on Twitter. Hit that subscribe button. Join the notification squad, or whatever the hell it's called. You can hit the like button, because people do that. Most importantly, you can leave a comment in the link below. But above all else, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you all next time, when we still don't know how to do combos. Have a good one.
You know about Soul Edge.
This is the only dialogue,
Phantom.
which is really
What do you
funny
want of me?
because it's
You.
so bad. You think they could have at least animated a decent scene besides like fight dialogue?